Very good afternoon to you from wherever you are watching us in East Africa and beyond. Many thanks for tuning in to KTN Newsdesk. My name is Michelle Ngele. Let's begin with news making highlights. Number of displaced families in Mau Narok rises to over 400. The hearing continues on the judge's retirement age. High Court in Mombasa to determine the fate of Ivory Kingpin Faisal Ali this afternoon. Welcome to the program. Interior Cabinet Secretary Joseph Nkaissery has declared a dusk to dawn curfew in Olpo Simoru Mau Narok region following ethnic clashes that have so far claimed 3 lives since Friday. Nkaissery has ordered additional contingent of General Service Unit to secure the area as 1 more person was killed on Sunday and 10 more houses torched despite police presence. Nkaissery led a contingent of local leaders holding peace meetings with both sides of the warring communities.
Wamasai umeingia.
Wewe nyinyi askari kimbia haraka.
Chopa bwana.
Kuja tuongee hapa tu.
All right, the Kenya Red Cross is set to donate blanket and clothing to displaced families. The tribal clashes pitting the Maasais and the Kipsigis has left 3 people dead and a number of homesteads burnt to the ground. The violence was set off on Christmas Day, and Interior Cabinet Secretary Joseph Nkaissery, who toured the ground zero of the violence on Sunday, warned of stern action against those fanning the ethnic skirmishes. The Interior CS ordered that a dusk to dawn curfew in the area, as well as deployment of additional General Service Unit GSU to comb the area and keep vigil to restore peace. The skirmishes were sparked by the killing of 2 herders, and tension remains high in Olpo Simoru, with reports of both sides of the warring sides calling for reinforcement. Children, women and the elderly are the worst affected by the violence. All right, Mandera leaders are sending a message of caution to the entire nation, and particularly to security officers in the country. Led by Governor Ali Roba, the leaders say that terror cells within the northeastern region have for the last few weeks been charting into new territory. They have urged the national government as well as county leaders to tighten the fight against terror. This happens as the Health Cabinet Secretary affirms that the government will foot the hospital bills of 2 victims of the Mandera bus ambush who are currently admitted at the Kenyatta National Hospital.
which has been going around in the social media that I believe Kenyatta National Hospital wants to switch off the machines. That is far from the truth. And we have come together in times of disaster to support victims and discuss other issues later. What happened is that particular person, as you have heard, is a teacher. He has an insurance, he has NHIF, and they produced those documents to the staff of this hospital who took and put them on record. Therefore, no patient, and I repeat, who was denied or is about to be denied care because of care. And I want to affirm that irrespective of the status of the two patients, the government will foot that bill to the total to Kenyatta National Hospital. So, CEO, be assured that the government is going to do so.
What I want to say is that they will only be discharged once they are ready to be discharged to go home. And in terms of money, probably just to add to what the CS has said is that at this point, even we actually don't have the total bills. The patients are still going through the treatment. And once they are discharged is when you can know the bill. But of importance is what the CS has said, that the government is going to foot the bill.
All right, welcome back to KTN Newsdesk. Let's continue with our coverage. The dispute on whether judges should retire at the age of 70 or 74 years has sparked controversy within the judiciary because it has implications on the composition of the Supreme Court, which is the final arbiter and interpreter of the Constitution. Two of the Supreme Court judges, Deputy Chief Justice Kalpana Rawal and Judge Philip Tunoi, are fighting the decision by the Judicial Service Commission to have them retire at the age of 70.
To advance the kind of argument that is advancing to your lordship at all. It would be a different matter, my lords, if this argument is being raised by Judicial Service Commission or it is being raised by Judicial Service Commission, the first respondent or the second respondent. Yes.
All right, 3 suspected robbers were forced to spend hours of the night at Ingo Wholesalers Beer Depot, where they are reported to have attempted to steal beer. According to residents, the thugs were mysteriously unable to leave with the loot. Police foiled attempts to lynch them and are investigating the matter.
Early morning, Khayega, Kakamega County, residents and the owner of the Ingo Beer Depot wholesalers woke up to a spectacle. 3 robbers who had last night allegedly stolen from the depot and attempted to steal for the second time, and according to them were mysteriously unable to get away and seemingly stuck. The owner of the depot, Vincent Umuka, claims that the robbers had made away with property of unknown value. As he counted his losses, a lynch mob was baying for their blood, leveling more accusations against them.
Kwa nini wamechukua wamepeleka Kakamega? Askari wanapewa hongo. Na watatoka na watarudi kuiba. Kwa nini wanafanya hiyo kitendo mbaya?
Sasa ingilia yeye, sisi watatufanya nini? Hawa watu wamalizwe hawa. Serikali tunaomba watupee hawa watu, sisi tufanyie kazi yetu.
Muka says this is not the first time his depot has been targeted. 2 years back, armed robbers attempted to steal from him, but 3 of them were lynched. Police dispersed the angry mob. Who vowed to still take matters in their own hands. Dorcas Wangira, KTN News, Kakamega.
The results of a post-mortem performed on the remains of a 24-year-old woman found dead in her boyfriend's house in Nairobi's Nyayo estate revealed that she died of multiple stab wounds. This as it emerged that the deceased, Charity Mukami, and the now prime suspect in her murder had secretly secured a marriage certificate. And as Lofty Matambo now reports, the suspect is still at large.
A somber mood is evident at the home of the deceased in Tasia Estate, Embakasi, Nairobi. Friends and relatives have been camping here for the past 5 days, mourning the demise of 24-year-old Charity Mukami Wachira, who went missing for about a week and later was found dead in her boyfriend's house in Embakasi's Nyayo Estate, Nairobi.
Kupata namba ya mama kwa wazazi wake wanakaa huku Nyayo pia. Sasa mama akatafuta namna, wakapeleleza, wakapata namba ya mama.
Sasa kufika kule, hata harufu yenyewe iko mpaka kwa mlango. Kwenda kufika hapo kabisa, ilikuwa ni mtoto tu.
But the revelation of the cause of her death from the postmortem that was conducted at Kenyatta University Laboratories adds more pain in the hearts of the mourning family.
Daktari anasema alikuwa ameumizwa huku na blank object miguu, ni kama alikuwa amemvunja miguu kwanza, alafu na visu 6 kwa mwili, na huku hapa kulikuwa na kisu very deep, ati ili twistiwa hivi, na huku kote alikuwa amemweka visu mingi.
Though the last photos Charity took with her boyfriend of 40 show life in abundance, her parents admit citing some signs of danger just a few months to her death.
Kama November 8th alimpiga, na tukapata habari zetu sisi, tukamwambia kuna kitu tutaongea kama Charity hayuko hapa. Unamuacha namna gani? Wewe utakuja kuua mtoto wangu siku moja.
But what puzzled the family even more is this marriage certificate, a marriage which neither the family nor the closest friends were aware of. Many questions emerging as to why Charity decided to collaborate with her boyfriend in keeping their marriage a big secret.
Alikuwa ni rafiki, kwa maana mtoto wetu tulikuwa tunaishi naye hapa. Sasa alikuwa anaenda na anarudi.
Charity has left behind a 3-year-old daughter, the little one unaware of exactly what has befallen her mother.
Mtoto mzuri sana. Mtoto anapenda watu wote. Tutamkosa.
The police officers at Embakasi police station are still carrying on the manhunt for the prime suspect in the murder, although the family is calling for speedy investigations. However, the police term it as a clear murder case.
Achukuliwe hatua kwa sababu yeye ni muuaji. Sina haya kusema yeye ni muuaji.
As the whole world is in the festive mood, all that Charity's family wants is justice, even as the suspect is still in the hide. Lofty Matambo, KTN News, Embakasi, Nairobi.
All right, that story brings us to a close on KTN Home Channel. After the break, Newsdesk continues on KTN News.